Straight out of Korea. 2009 Sonata with a really weird problem. Now I'm not going to show you guys this, but this motherfucker was hard to fill up with gas. This car also had a check engine light on. And the code I believe was p0449 for evap vent solenoid. A lot of people, they're going to tell you need to put a vent solenoid in there, which means taking the wheel off, taking all that trim and shit off, and you pop a vent solenoid on and it doesn't fix it, because that's not the fix. Now I've got this car sitting on a jack stand back at the driver's side back wheel, but that's just so I could fit my big ass and my camera under here and show you guys what the deal is. So there's your tire. You come straight up back up here, and this is the part we're going to remove. This part goes by a lot of names. I call it fuck face. We got 2 spring clamps, one on each side that we're going to take off and then wrestle this guy out of here. I don't know if y'all saw that. Squeeze this little clamp right here, pull her back. You've got hands of steel. You can just get this hose off. If you don't have hands of steel, you can use pliers. I got another spring clamp. My arm's probably blocking what you can see, but if you're under the car looking up at it like I am, it'd be pretty fucking obvious what to do. So all this trouble was related to this filter. Now I'm going to show some footage here. I actually came and looked at this car a couple weeks ago. What I ended up doing was actually just hollowing this thing out. Look at all the shit that got out of this thing. Probably not going to be able to show you guys. I couldn't blow through this at all. It was totally restricted. So what I did, I reamed this thing out. I was able to blow through it, no problem. I put it back in the car. We actually took this to the gas station to make sure that the car accepted fuel with no problem, which it did. I cleared the check engine light. The owner of the car drove this thing for about 2 weeks now. The check engine light has not come back on. Now, I don't know the long-term effects of running this thing with this thing hollowed out. I mean, there is a little plunger inside of it. I don't exactly know its purpose, nor do I care. All I know is if it was my car, I'd be more willing to just like hollow this bitch out and roll with it, but this isn't my car, so we're gonna kind of do it by the book, I guess. Straight out of Hyundai, 31421-0A000. For those of you that don't want to read that right there. That's what we got. See, they're calling it here an auxiliary canister. That's not what was on my receipt that I got from Hyundai. It called it something different. It doesn't match what the service information says. I'll have to go through the owner's manual in this car if it is in there, but the online version said that there's actually an interval for replacing this. What I had gotten out of the old one was almost like little pellets. I don't know if they help absorb some of the fumes. I don't know the purpose. Again, the service information is not very helpful as far as how all this crap works. We don't need to know how it works. We just need to know how to fix it, right? So let's go ahead and install this thing back in the car. So there's our 2 tubes. There's our bracket. Trying to do this one-handed, upside down at a 90-degree angle. Not the funnest thing in the world to try to do, holding the camera at the same time without being shaky. Not working out very well. Man, I know it's been a while since I've filmed anything, but damn, I forgot how challenging setting some of this shit up can be. Fuck. There you go, you fucking asshole. Anyway, if you're just joining me, you've never seen me or anything I've done before, because I don't usually do little Hyundai cars. Well, you've probably noticed already that I just don't give a fuck. I don't cater to a politically correct crowd. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not, or change the way I talk or act. You know, some people be turned off by the language or what I say or some of the things I throw in at the end of my videos. I make them for me. Make shit that's funny at the same time. You know, share information that I've found useful. So like I said, there ain't much about this motherfucker right here. I think this applies to 8, 9, 10, and 11 Sonatas. So these clip back in. Give you a better view of that. he just clips up into this bracket. You do a little alignment on the tab back here. This is one of the deals where I can't hold your hand the whole procedure showing you every little detail. And there are people that would say, well, you know, you didn't actually show us removing the back clamp. You know what? If you can't figure that the fuck out, go pay a shop $200. And you will be paying a shop $200 because this cost me $133, but it lists for $200. And that's what you'll be paying a shop. Well, anyway, we'll see what happens with this car. I'm gonna give it a couple weeks, make sure everything's all good in the hood as far as this vent valve code and filling up the gas. But as far as I'm concerned, the vehicle has been repaired successfully. You guys now have a better understanding of this stupid fucking thing that goes by so many different names, which can lead to confusion, even from your local Hyundai dealer. They didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I actually, when I took this out and hollowed it out, I actually got the part number. Might be hard to see. It was stamped on here somewhere. Oh, there at the very end, it was stamped in there. And when they didn't know what I was talking about, when I said the inline filter for the gas tank, because I don't know what it's called. What do I know? I'm not a Hyundai fucking specialist. I don't fucking know what this is called. They were actually able to actually type numbers into a computer and tell me what it was called. Ooh. Anyway, I've seen this thing online. I think it was like Baywood or Lakewood Hyundai sells like online. It was about 133 bucks, which is what I paid my local dealer because my work has an account with them. So I was actually able to save a couple bucks. If you give them the part number and they tell you it's 200 bucks, they're just trying to charge you list for it. They got to make their money, but maybe search online for an online Hyundai dealer that will give you the good price for it. Like I said, I'm sure you could do this without jacking the car up. I'm a little bit large myself. I really just needed room to get the camera down in there so you guys can see what was up. What's up, motherfuckers? Well, today we got this 14 Fusion. Just on a road test, doing a little evaluation. Enough about the stupid Fusion, something I would like to speak about. Well, today I'd like to talk about these fucking flyers I see on Facebook. Not all the time, but I had one pop up on my news feed last night. It's not really a news feed. It's more like stupid stuff that people share. Anyway, somebody shared this flyer for a lost dog. And the flyer had specific instructions in it. In all capital letters, it said, "Do not chase." And I just got to looking at that thinking, motherfucker's got a lot of nerve to bark out instructions, no pun intended there, to bark out instructions of what not to do with their dog. Do not chase. Motherfucker, you should be thankful that anybody on this planet gives two fucks about your dog enough to try to get your dog back for you. Do not chase. I hope somebody chases your dog and he gets run over by a semi-truck right in front of you. I don't really wish that. I've seen other things too. Do not feed regular dog food. I guess the dog had like diabetes or something and needed a gluten-free diet or whatever. Again, be thankful that somebody would take 2 seconds of their fucking life to try to get your dog back for you. What's next? If you found little Skippy, put him in an air-conditioned environment, preferably right around 70 degrees with a fan on him, pointed in a northwest direction. I mean, where does it stop? Whatever happened to my dog's lost? This is a picture of him. If you find him, here's my phone number and the reward. I don't know. It just, when I saw the thing about do not chase, and it was in all capital letters too, so it was definitely yelling at you, do not chase Skippy. You may give him some form of PTSD. Poor Skippy will wake up every night at 3 o'clock in the morning because he had a dream that he was being chased by some stranger who was only trying to rescue Skippy from the harsh environment of the world we live in. Skippy is forever traumatized. Still have to go therapy. They'll give him medical marijuana too. Skippy will be getting all fucked up now. Son, you know why I'm pulling you over? No, sir, I don't. Well, you have a taillight out. I smell marijuana in the car. Oh no, officer. That's Skippy's bud right there. Yes, I don't know. That fucking Skippy thing really... Well, Skippy's not really the dog's name. The name has been changed to protect the innocent. We don't want poor Skippy to be further traumatized by being talked about at the end of an obscure YouTube video, which only caters to one specific vehicle and the repair. But that just burns me up. I do not chase Skippy. Well, an unrelated crap that really I don't even care about. This Fusion's actually not too bad. They're actually nice cars. I had a little problem with shifter bushings going bad in them. Other than that, I can't say I've seen too much. Not a bad car. Sounds like the back tires are chopped up. Am I really talking about this stupid Fusion on Memoirs of a Mechanic on road tests? I think not. Fuck that.